Hello, everybody. I'm Alexis Brink, and I'm a TAP, and I'm here to announce another very exciting workshop with Dr. John McNeel. And this workshop the title is Resolving Injunctive Messages, the Vital Function of Confrontation, Love, and Invitation. And it will be January 25th from 1 till 3 Eastern. And welcome, Dr. John.
Thank you.
So, a little bit about you. Dr. John McNeel, PhD, is a licensed psychologist and TSTA who writes and practices in San Jose, California. He's a past editor of the TAGA and former board member of ITAA. He was trained by Bob and Mary Goulding and has been a student of redecision therapy for over 50 years. He has taught his version of these groundbreaking materials all over the world. And now he's here with us at NATAA. So welcome. And
Thanks.
we have to keep this interview a little bit short. So we're John, if I can say John,
Yes.
please, please explain in one line, what are injunctive messages?
They come from Bob and Mary's concept of injunctions. And an injunction is something like, it's a legal term. A judge can give you an injunction and can take away the injunction. And I changed the phrasing to injunctive messages. Not that that's terribly important, which one you want to use. I use the phrase injunctive message because the message doesn't go away. We learn more and more capably how to deal with it in our lives and to have other ways of behaving in response to it.
Great, great. So you answered my second question here already. Wonderful. So my third question is, can you talk a little bit for a few minutes about the workshop that you are going to present?
My work, of course, grew out of Bob and Mary's genius, where I began to branch off from their thinking is when they talked about the ease with which they believed people could resolve an injunction and through a single act of redecision. I see the process as being much more ongoing. And so that that it is necessary to be able to diagnose accurately an injunctive message, help the person understand that they have that injunctive message, and we'll always have it, we don't forget, and that it is possible to recognize behaviors that are a response to the injunctive message, become conscious of those, and be able to change those behaviors and do things that resolve the power of the injunctive message. An injunctive message only has power because it's a believable falsehood. And they're given to us, communicated to us at a very young age. We adapt to them. We create behaviors to cope with them. And those coping behaviors become permanent because they're reassuring to us and they give us comfort. In the process of resolving an injunctive message, it is important to be able to understand which injunctive messages we have the most powerfully, to be able to recognize the coping behaviors that grew out of those injunctive messages, and to integrate an unsuspected truth. For someone who doesn't have the injunctive message, the truth is not unexpected. If you don't have a don't exist message, it's not an unexpected truth that unconditional love exists. If you have that injunctive message, that will come as an astonishing revelation because all the coping behaviors have to do with getting conditional recognition and approval. And then there are things that we do consciously, intentionally, to integrate that new belief. And in the process of that, we also create an internal parental voice that is protective of us and protects us actually from the untruth of the injunctive message. And that's what this workshop is about. recognizing and being able to confront the coping behaviors, understanding the role of love in all 5 categories of injunctive messages. There's a different role in all 5, and it's necessary to the resolution of all the injunctive messages in those 5 categories: survival, attachment, identity, competence, and security. And then being able to invite the person into, if you look at my charts, there's a left-hand side that's in the thrall of the injunctive message, and there's a right-hand side where that thrall has begun to be broken. And it is to be able to invite people into the right-hand side of those charts, for your camera, under the right-hand side of those charts. And it has to be by invitation, because to get across the impasse from the left-hand side to the right-hand side takes courage, hard work, a lot of guidance, and a lot of instruction. And it happens over time. And you can't make somebody go to the right-hand side. You can invite them, and you can have the tools to help them. And unlike my teachers, who, God bless them, believed it was easy to powerfully go through that impasse. Getting through that impasse is possible, and it's hard work, and it takes a lot of knowledge to help someone do it.
Wonderful, wonderful. That was a beautiful synopsis and very, very interesting content. So I hope that many of the students and therapists and TAers join us at this NATAA workshop, January 25th, from 1 to 3 Eastern with Dr. John McNeel. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
Great. I look forward to it. Bye-bye.